Hello there, Taurus. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully all is well and you guys had a good Christmas with your family and doing what you enjoy best. Home. Today's reading, I'm going to focus on your energy for the end of the year coming into beginning 2020. We're going to find out what energy or situation needs to be mended, processed, and let go of, so that into the first couple of weeks of January you may have your blessings and not be stuck in any way over no karmic or decisions made that were not in for your highest good. Reminders, Taurus, this is impossible that it goes and it applies to everyone. Do not make this fit. Listen to the message, and if it does resonate, take whatever part and along with your intuition and your thoughts, make your decisions for what's next. All right. All right. Looks like the theme is Eight of Cups. A lot of you have walked away from many things, and a lot of you also have had difficulties with your business. Either it was along with somebody else and it was not fair at all. So you ended up losing on that end and you walked away from it. So remember, these cards and what the message I'm getting will relate to those who it's intended for, okay guys? So you just completely walked away, and as in the Eight of Cups into the new year, that's always a positive, right? Because that means that all baggage, all whatever it may be that went on 2019 and previous will no longer hinder your growth in any shape or form. What it will do is that now that you've processed this and you've chosen to walk away, just like with anything in the theory of relativity, I can't say that enough times. Everything is a dual, especially here, whether it's light, dark, or whether it's good and bad. So that's awesome. That's always a good way to start the new year. Leave it behind. Do not look back. So this here is good. Now, next card is Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse tells me that majority of you Tauruses have been going through a spiritual awakening and have shut it down due to the intensity of it and not knowing what you have. And it's developed over anxiety, and a lot of you have a lot of anxiety, and it's not because of anything. What it is that you have been woken and have a destiny to fulfill, and it has to do with how to channel your energy correctly. Make it work with you, not against you, okay? Next one up is Seven of Wands, okay? This year has been a lot of situations where they have not had very good outcomes. And you've been battling this battle for a while now, not just 2019, but for quite a bit. Things have changed, of course, with the Eight of Cups and you making that decision and empowering yourself and putting yourself first, loving yourself. That's step one. So you guys are on your way. The Seven of Wands also leads me to believe that, and what I'm hearing is your family dictates and also is a portion of you feeling this way at this certain time and place. Energy that you're carrying with you is not very true to who you really are. So, and you will not find that out until you release, which you're on the first step. You release all that and understand that here soon you will be blessed with whatever you lost. Every single cup that spilt over, you will have in abundance. So we only get that way by processing things, going through it, and addressing them as they come, okay? So there's been a lot of that. Now, I have here on the base, and that is the Emperor upright. The Emperor, as you can see, is a very powerful man, wise in his years, seasoned, has money, has a kingdom, has everything. But unfortunately, it wasn't an easy road to get there. So you've worked for this. Good news and bad news is that with everything good that comes in, bad does as well. And that is described by here with Two of Pentacles upside down. Okay? In the beginning, all through January, it's going to be very difficult for you to balance everything. But do understand that you need to find an avenue as to how you release this type of negative energy or energy that is not assisting you but hindering you. So that's something to look forward to. And it looks like you will be doing that because next to the Emperor and Seven of Wands, you have the Lover's card upright. So that always tells us that there is something new coming abroad, job-wise. So a lot of relationships as well. This past year has been really hard on you guys. I mean, it's been for all of us, but family, finance, all kind of things. So as we go into 2020, understand that nothing just happens. It's not a coincidence. It was all part of the bigger picture. So please take and understand how you can finish off this year and going into a more positive year next year. Okay, so we're going to need balance. You've walked away, you've made decisions, so that's already a good Seven of Wands. You know, you've had to compete a lot, whether it is, I mean, it's always been in your life to be that way. What I'm trying to say is that here recently, 2019, 2018, you've been putting up with a lot of nonsense. That's, you guys are earth signs, right? You guys are family. So keep in mind that you need to take care of yourself first. When you do that, everything else will fall into place, okay? So, unbalanced, stubborn. The Emperor, as we said, he's a very seasoned winner, victorious, like money, job, career, all that's good. But at the same time, you have a tendency to be very, very, very resentful when it comes to certain situations, and it's not your fault at all. What it is that that's the way you've learned to process your emotions through the years. So we need to let that go. And whatever it is, blame that we place on others or expectations that we place on others will not make things easier but harder. Interesting. A lot of you guys too have had court matters, and they have not been very just. They haven't. So I can tell you that between March and May, anywhere in between that, you will have, justice will be served, and you will come out winning. Right now, you're still in the storm. You haven't even hit the eye yet. So do know that all your efforts, all your changes, everything that you've done in the past, previous years is going to catapult you and make you a stronger person for who you are to be. So, let me see. Can you clarify the Emperor? What situation has to be reevaluated? With the Emperor, what situation needs to be reevaluated from the past? What situation? Okay. All right. Whew, okay, that explains it. Okay. For clarification with the Emperor, of course, you know, we have the Seven of Swords. This is the person that has no scruples, manners, or cares about anybody. Okay, these are your liars, compulsive. These are your cheaters, narcissistics, you name it. Okay, so this is what it is, and it looks like it's been a very prevalent theme in your life. The only thing that may come negative out of this, even though you're pulling out, is that you still present and you still think the old thoughts, and it only leads you back where you are supposed to be. So now I see. So you have to kind of set that aside. That is no more. When somebody hurts you, you don't hurt other people, or do you do things that will hurt them so that you can feel better. Remember, we all place ourselves in every single situation that this life facet even has. So just as easily as you brought it in, you can take it out. Once you do that, then you will continue to raise your vibration and get where you need to be after all these years. It's been tough. I mean, really tough. High Priestess. High Priestess is the very just judge. As you can see, it's half and half, you know, black and white, life, death, all that. In this combination here with the Emperor and High Priestess, tells me that you've had many situations where the past repeated itself with you. And again, instead of listening to your intuition or evaluating things and going just by the way you feel, then that is what's led you to this right here, okay? And the Emperor is that way, like I said, stubborn, set in his ways, and is very, very difficult, very, to step back and analyze yourself when you have this type of energy. You will not. So everybody else does not have to pay for what idiots did this to you. So that's pretty explicit. If someone has given you the cold shoulder, if someone's been, that way with you, it's okay to be upset and it's okay to be angry at yourself for tolerating, but it's not okay to push those and imply that on all the people around your circle, because a lot of them will leave. So, and not only that, but that's what it is about any relationships. If it's work, a child, a family, a husband, a partner, the thing is that it's about compromise, right? You have to compromise one another, and with that, it doesn't mean that you will use the tactics that were used against you to get what, So that's what the Emperor signifies at that base right there. All right, let me see. Can you clarify these first? What does that mean? Oh, yeah, totally. I knew it. All right. Basically, next to Lovers, what we had is the Devil upright, and we have Three of Cups. In this situation, Three of Cups can be many things, celebrations, gatherings, but in this order here of Lovers and then the Devil and the Three of Cups states that you have made decisions time and time again that were not correct and did not learn. So this right here doesn't have to work that hard to get you to do whatever it is that will sabotage everything for you. All happiness, all everything, and bring nothing but fear, tears, and regret. So that needs to be cut out. With that are the old ways of thinking, the old ways of dealing with things, the old ways of putting them in the dark and not addressing them. So you're going to need to do this final push and get through into 2020 without this baggage, because once we go in there, then in the next year, things will not be what they were supposed to. The future is always changing, always. With one split decision that we make, everything else collapses and you proceed with that road. So you are never stuck in any situation. You control it. Please clarify these one. 7 of Wands. What does that mean for Taurus? Yeah, all right. All right. So next to the upright Seven of Wands, we have Three of Swords upside down. And we have the Ace of Wands upright, which is a good thing, right? It can and it cannot. The Ace of Wands and the Three of Heart reverse here just, again, reiterates what I said about the devil here and all that. All your pain, all your misery is out of your previous experiences. But remember, in order for you to get out of that, and in order for you to succeed like you're supposed to, you're going to have to leave this in the past. And it's a hard thing. Change is always a hard thing. It's like the, you know, Maslow's hierarchy of human needs, right? The triangle. So the very top is self-actualization. We all want to be there, right? On the more bottom levels, there is, you know, there's food, safety, care, everything on the low level vibration. And all throughout our lives, we always fall up and down in that triangle, okay? Because nothing ever stays the same. Thank goodness for that one. We need to change. Every 5 years, your thoughts change. So this time around into the new year, now you can really do what you really have been wanting to do for years, but couldn't because you were tied to such a negative anchor on you. So this here is going to be the opportunity into 2020 to finally do those things that you wanted to do for yourself. So that's exciting. That's always good, Taurus. So this here, Ace of Wands, is always, like I said, it's a phallic symbol. What that is a lot of decisions and a lot of lack of follow through is because of the people you've surrounded yourself with. So that has been your demise. Complete and utter, all of it. Because here it shows the same cycle over and over and over again. So let's get off that wheel, folks. Let's get off and figure out what it needs to be done and start loving on ourselves ASAP, okay? All right. It's an easy fix. You guys just have to change the way you do things and your thoughts. This guy right here, yep, he's always around trying to take you down, and he does it easily for, all right, why is my temperance upside down? What does that mean? All right. Awesome. Temperance is reversed. Along with it is the Hierophant. Sorry, excuse me. This is supposed to be off. Oh, it is. All right, sorry about that, guys. So next to the upside down Temperance, it's the Hierophant. Your Hierophant is the person. It's either black or white. It is not gray. It's black or white. It is the entity of organization and anything other having to do with structured learning environment. Let it be religion, let it be, you know, whatever facet of degree you have, whatever it is. You're in where you're supposed to be, right? But unfortunately, you haven't addressed a couple of issues with that could lead you in a higher position. You're taking the road of, oh, you know, I'm happy and I'm content with this. But please understand here that within the next 6 months, you're going to restructure that company and they're going to part ways with 3 of them. And that's going to cut a lot of jobs. Okay, so this here confirms that. So into 2020, it's time to start purging yourself from all thoughts, behaviors that self-sabotage and take your happiness. So this right here, okay? So I'm saying give or take 6 or 8, especially with the year coming up and all the different types of situations that we're having in economics worldwide. They will sell, that's what it looks like, sell or do partnerships with others. Therefore, when every time change is present, every time that somebody else comes in, that means that a lot of you are going to be cut from that job. So if I were you guys, I would start, looking and trying to find something now. So, okay, and I know you will. You guys are like smart. And it is confirmed again with the Page of Pentacles upside down. That means that that's here, this here, right? This thought of yours has kept you in the minimum, and here's why. You know, that's what it represents, upside down. Unfinished business, unfinished dreams, unfinished potential, okay? That is not going to take you where you need to be. So as we look at this, I see it's time to start looking into somewhere else, because it's coming for most of you. Like I said, this doesn't resonate with everybody. All right. Why is the Two of... Why is it Two? Upside down. What is that? Why is it Two of Cups? Upside down. Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, another confirmation, Taurus. Here next to my reverse Two of Coins pops up 7. I just pulled that one over here for you, right? So this is the cause. Again, this just confirms it. You are creating your very own issues in every aspect of your life. And it is not your fault, because a lot of people, when they get hurt, will hurt others. So it's just something that must be released, and you could see a lot of it. See, this right here has been taking all your energy, all your money, and all your time. Now, you tell me, Taurus, is it worth it? Don't think so. All right. Well, that's just complete confirmation of all that's going on. As Source Divine is, you will only be blessed with what space you have. In order for you to receive blessings, you need to let go of pain and learn from it, process it, so you can be ready for the next thing, next job, next partner, whatever it may be, loved one. You will, because you're going to take this every single where. The Devil right there, upside down 7. This, you're not changing your ways. You're not budging. You're still using the same mistake. You're still using the same methods and still having that same mentality. So we need to knock this here. We need to get it. No, we need to know about and understand the fluid of things, that nothing ever stays the same and everything changes. And you are as powerful as you were to bring this into your life. And I have nothing but positive feeling that you will do the same outwards, but you're the only one that can help yourself. Nobody else can. Nobody else. Okay. Death upside down here, unresolved issues, not facing the reality of things. Okay. And this is Death, the Devil, and the Lovers, and the Emperor. See what I'm saying? This here, this is your formula for repeated failure over and over again. Right here. Let's work on that. And that is something to keep in mind, Taurus, for the coming year. Why is the Eight of Cups coming in here? One of y'all out there, it has to do with a land that you have. A lot or lots. You have real estate. You need to look into that, because there's an error, especially with the taxes. I keep seeing that. So that's something to look into. Okay, guys? Okay. All right, let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Let's do it. Tower upside down, and Four of Wands upside down. Guys, this, I don't even have to clarify this. It's ridiculously evident. The death, right? The devil. Upside down tower. That means that you haven't even reached the eye of the storm yet. That is going to have to occur, right? So this here, your actions, and I can't express this enough, your actions and your thought process needs to stop completely because you're bringing all this bitterness elsewhere. So unless you fix it with yourself, you're just going to continue that. And I personally, I think that you guys should make yourself number one, right? So you have to work on yourself in order to provide a more stable and loving environment for your family and i.e. anything else, okay? But it looks here that your decision still, same memory. You know, we got a lot of the ego here too. You know, you did this, I'm going to do this right back to you like this. No, no, no. That is what set you back. So that needs to stop. We are all responsible for our own happiness. Okay, guys? So coming into the new year, the missing components that I'm seeing here and the message from the divine is that you need to incorporate a better love for yourself and not just say it, act like it, treat yourself that way. Do it. Release all these inner failures and whatever, you know, whatever it is that you've been enduring this past year due to a narcissist, due to just like somebody who, I don't know, maybe rooted from the pits of hell. I don't know. I'm sorry. Excuse me for saying that, but I'm just being real. So because you're the one that's keeping you away right here. 4 of Wands. This is the 11th card. Soulmates, and it's upside down, meaning that that's just going to pass you by. So work on yourself. Coming into the new year, you're going to, oh my goodness, real estate. Somebody out there is going to sell land. Please make sure and have the lot evaluated because I see a discrepancy in the size of it and you're getting cheated out of the true whatever acres or acre it is, okay? That's coming on strong. So for whoever that is, please, please, please pay attention to that. All right. I'm just going to end here with a couple cards from the universe so that we can close this up, close December up, and go into January 2020, leaving the decade, right? Leaving all that hurt, all that anger, all those failures behind. They will, anything beyond that is just gonna, it doesn't even serve you. Release that as whatever you have to do, whether it's painting, whether it's a sport, whatever it is, find it. Find it and channel your energy because you're just wasting it here and it's evident by every single card that just stepped into this reading for you, Taurus. So just remember that. And please be open-minded. This right here. Do not be stubborn. Do not be stubborn. Do not punish other people for things that they did not do to you. Don't assume things because that's not going to go over very well. And you make the choice, Taurus. You. All right, let's see what the source has to tell us so we can go into the next year with light, nothing but light, love, and positivity so that we may all individually reach our happily ever after, okay? All right. First card out, nourish your soul. Nourish your soul. You need to find that peace within yourself and you need to make your peace with source. Not all of you, but for some of you. The divine has a way of working things. He's not against us, right? He's not for us. This is a universe of cause and effect. If you do this, then that's going to happen. You can't escape that. Again, duality. So you are going to have to start by fixing yourself in the center and but with that nourishing you, finding you again. Next one is, yep, there we go. It is soul writing. Okay, sacred geometry. So this card here from source, along with your reading, tells me that you already have been on your way to recovery, but you lapse back many times. So Do not be discouraged at all. But do understand that even though you've been through all that, you're still going to have to go through more and endure more. But you will be successful. You just have to put that in your mind. You are not a product of other people's abuse or whatever it is, foul attitude for that. You are not. So the moment you release yourself from those surroundings, those people, then you will start seeing things clear up and all the fog out. So that's something to look forward to into the 2020. Let's go ahead and, journal, whatever it is you need to do. But I will tell you, it is all the cards with the devil, with the tower reversed, means your tower moment hasn't even gotten close. So with that, this is in preparation of that. Work on you. Work on what is done by you for your highest good. And that includes thoughts and everything else. So with that, that is it for now, Taurus. This is going to go into the first week of December. Hope you guys have a happy new year. And remember, only love. Only love, light, and prosperity. All right, Taurus. Talk to you guys later.